Hi, my friends. I am the magnificent, Maleficent, with my good friend, my flying friend, my raven. I have been called in to do the first part of this video. I can't stay long. I have a kingdom to watch over. But in today's video, it's all about DIY. I guess that's do it yourself. I don't do anything myself. Costumes. Now, she should only have one costume to show you. The magnificent, Maleficent should be all you want to be for Halloween. I can't see any other costume that would be so magnificent except for me. But I think she has actually a two-part video that shows witches' hats and all kinds of costumes you can make from taking a black outfit and adding a hat, necklace, or accessories. And as you saw in her costume show, for the past 5 years, she makes them all herself. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age, always on a budget. You know I'm 74 this month, and I just say, because if I can do it, I know you can do it too at any age. I have confidence in you. I want to thank all my wonderful friends, all my dear sweet subscribers that take the time to watch my videos and comment. It really touches my heart. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. You don't want to miss all these crazy October videos. And then we have Christmas, and then we have a brand new year with a different theme every month. You're going to be entertained, if nothing else, I'll tell you, with lots of good ideas. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. It does have my channel. We now are going to look at an assortment of do-it-yourself accessories to make a black outfit perfect for a costume party, or in my case, everyday attire. Oh, my little raven, you know, I don't have my wings on right now, so all I have to do is hold on to him, and he flies to the sky and carries me because I have such a beautiful figure, and I have special powers too. Oh, we must be off. You know, like I say, I have a kingdom, and I have to keep all my people in line and make sure that they do what I say because I rule. Magnificent, Maleficent. Don't forget. And we'll see you another day. Bye, my friends. So I hope you love this. I hope you're going to get so many ideas from all the DIYs I've done. So I'm going to show you how to put the decoration on the witch's hat and make it removable. So next year you can do a different theme if you want and be a different witch. And I'm going to show you all kinds of very simple things, inexpensive things that you can do to make costume, whether you're going to a party, having a party, or you're just giving out candy at the door. I hope you love this. I hope you get so inspired most of all. And I'm going to see you as what? I'm not sure in the next video. Bye. Well, my friends, yes, Maleficent is quite magnificent, isn't she? And I quite agree. I think a Maleficent costume is the best you can do. I'm going to explain all these accessories and how I did my costumes for my fashion show. But I want to show you what I got. I believe this was at Michael's. And you can see here, it's just a little piece that fits over your head. It gives you that diamond shape in the middle and her horns. And you pair that with black gloves and a raven, and you are Maleficent. And I think she is quite magnificent, actually. Anyway, that was one of my very, very favorite characters I've ever done. And I'm going to include right now, here's a picture of when she was in my fashion show. Let's take a look. That is something with the fog coming through the trees and the raven and Maleficent. That's quite the picture, I think. And you can go back and watch all my previous Halloween costume shows. But let's talk about costumes. Now, I want to talk about the Queen of Hearts and the purple ghoul. Now, the Queen of Hearts, and you can see from the back here, it's just one of those little top hats. I think it came with this little rose here. So I added hearts, the Queen of Hearts, some of this Dollar Tree heart ribbon, another heart here. And then I just added some tulle and some of this red little swirly stuff and some feathers, and you can see how fabulous this looks. I took one of my heart necklaces and just painted it red, and of course I have her scepter, which I made too. The purple ghoul is the same kind of hat, and I added this tubular mesh, by the way, for costumes is fabulous. It just gives extension to the piece and color. I just love it. I had this in my stash for quite a long time. It came with this little kind of black rose on it. And then I just added all this purple mesh, some feathers, and this. And then I added my purple feather boa, which that's all you need for a costume. And you're the purple ghoul. I kind of made her up. Now let's look at some of the other costumes I had. One of my favorites was my flapper. Okay, so that's my flapper costume. And I want to show my necklace here. What this necklace is in the wedding section at Hobby Lobby, they just have a garland of pearls. And I just looped it and looped it and looped it, and I just taped the two ends together. So I had this gigantic pearl necklace coming down the front of me. I took a headband and I glued on this, I guess you call it a jeweled ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I put it on my head this way, not as a headband, but across. So it's hard to tell from the video, but it came across the front of my head, you know, like the flappers did in the 20s. I added some black gloves, and she had to be drinking and smoking, right? And then I took a brush. A friend of mine gave me Harry Potter makeup brushes. So I used the base, cut off the brush of one I wasn't going to use. I just took a white piece of paper. You can see there's the back. Rolled it around and around and made it real tight and glued it on. So it looks like my cigarette. And then I took a orange pipe cleaner and I just curved it in half and stuck it in the end. And there you have it, a very, very fancy cigarette on a cigarette holder. Anyway, I thought that was so cute. Again, look and see what you have and what you can make things out of. My next one here, and by the way, stay till the end. I have another little short part of this video that's going to be all about witches' hats. You got to stay till the end. I got these beautiful wings that strap around your back at Walmart last year, but I wasn't going to pay for the tutu and everything else. So this used to be my Dracula crown. You can see here. I just took a small little bit of a vine, wrapped it around and around, and I glued these flowers on. This also was my hippie crown. It was all in pink. You see I left a couple pink flowers on there. So this was my crown for the fairy. And then I took my necklace and just glued on some more flowers. And then I took my celestial witch wand, which you'll see in just a minute with the witch hat. And I just did the other side, and I just did purple and pink and blue little flowers on it because I thought it was so cute, and it goes with my fairy costume. The last one. So this was the Hufflepuff from Harry Potter. Now, I didn't know what to do for a hat, so I have this like newsboy kind of hat that I just had. I hardly wear it, but anyway, I thought that would be so cute. And then I took some more of those Harry Potter wands. This, you can kind of see how it is. Now you see I kind of used duct tape to kind of make it longer, but then I painted the whole thing like it's the magic wand, but I had to make a tie. I think when you're making a costume, look at what is most recognizable with the character. For example, Queen of Hearts, of course, I had to have the card Queen of Hearts on there. And Maleficent, you got to have the horns. So I bought a piece of yellow foam for 99 cents. And you could see here, I just glued it over one of my necklaces so I could tie it around my neck. And then I put on the black stripes. Now I made the stripes, they're just out of black paper. I made the stripes so much wider, so from a distance they would show up. And you know, they have the little badger. So I stamped this frame, cut it out, and I just did like a little silhouette of a badger in there. But how cute is that? You could do it for any Slytherin or anyone's of those you want to do. All right, let's take a look at my witches' hats now. They're really my favorite. Okay, I have some witches' hats to show you. I want to show you how I make them. Now, this was my very first year. I wanted to do a classic witch, so I did all kinds of orange and black ribbon. I did orange and black striped stockings. I did a boa. So classic, so simple. So if you go down and get a witch's hat, wherever you get it, you can tie or pin those things on, and I think they look so, so adorable. I want to show you also, this was my celestial witch. This was all about when the witch was flying. Again, I got these at Walmart, and I put some Dollar Tree, little foofy things on there and some black and silver tulle, and I did a little top piece there. And by the way, please stuff your witches' hats with tulle. It keeps them standing upright and looks so, so good. And then this was the magic wand, which you can see there's flowers on the other side, but I used that along with this with a silver necklace and all black, and it looked fabulous. Now, I want to show you what I do to make these things interchangeable. A couple years ago, I did the Ghoulish Garden, which I'm going to be doing a haunted forest here next year. And what I do is I take a piece of cardboard. You can see that it doesn't even have to be neat or anything, but I paint it black. And I glue all my things on it. And then I put pipe cleaners on it. So what I do on the witch's hat, I insert 2 little holes in the actual witch's hat, and I feed those pipe cleaners through and attach them on the underside. So when I want to change and make it a different witch, I just take that piece off, and you can see here's the piece here, and beautiful for decor. This is one of my favorite witches' hats. But like I said, I love this one also, but do stuff your witches' hat so it stands up. Now, we've had some other themes, of course. Here's my candy witch. This again is all glued on. You can see it's with the pipe cleaners there on a piece of cardboard. Now I wanted this black and white and orange and green. So I did the black and white ribbon. I did a little bit of the orange ribbon. I put some candy corn from Dollar Tree. And then I made this candy I've showed you before. Black piece of paper, take that tubular mesh. I'm telling you, it really, really enhances anything you do. And I just glued it on. And now it looks like candy. Let's look at my one I did this year. Now, it's really hard to see here. And I've lost Elphaba somewhere along the way. I'm going to have to find her. I took this off of the sleeve of the movie and cut it out and put it in there. And I just used a bunch of tulle, roses, green leaves, and everything's attached to a piece of cardboard. So again, I can easily take this off and put next year's theme on, and it's going to be Haunted Forest. So I would expect mushrooms, maybe eyeballs, ferns, all kinds of wonderful oddities. All right, I hope you love this. I hope you got so inspired most of all. And if you're going to a party, giving a party, or just handing out some candy, think of a witch hat with a theme, wear a necklace and a little piece of accessory or something like that that fits in with it, or make a wand and greet your guest. Spooky and fun. I hope you love this. I hope you got so inspired and will make some kind of little costume for Halloween. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.